Hey, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day to be a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. Always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you be? Please won't you be? I need you to be. I want you to be my neighbor. Hey neighbor, what's really happening? Hey, I am here on location. Wow. I am on Bedford Avenue. Yeah. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Standing here at the home of August Wilson, prolific playwright of our time, who wrote a series of plays all about this neighborhood. So maybe you've seen some of these Broadway award-winning plays like Fences and King Hedley and Seven Guitars and The Piano Lesson, Jim of the Ocean, just to name it. Wow, I'm sitting here like, this is the house. Wow, there it is. How about that? So, we're here, as you can see, wait, let's go background right there. Yeah, right there, you see him? So we're doing this father-son moment. We figured we'd get away for this Thanksgiving weekend. And we came to Pittsburgh. Actually, we're coming to see a friend of ours, an artist. His name is Ananias Jason Dixon. He's performing at the Pittsburgh Community Theater, I think it's called. And he is in a production called Sweat. It was just in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, so check this out, y'all. It's pretty cool, right? So, all right, so ain't you talking about he cold. So today's topic is, we're gonna spend some time, family. So, family. I struggle with that one. I do. I do struggle with family. Wow. I don't know. So what's your definition of family? I don't know. So we're going to go to Facebook Live real quick and see if we can catch anybody on the line and talk about family. But I'm glad to be here with my son, my one and only, to be here. So we're going to transition. I think I'm going to transition to the hotel and finish this conversation. All right, so I'm in the hotel now. So Anthony and I have checked into the hotel. So I was a few seconds ago. Yeah, a few moments ago, I was standing out on Bedford Avenue and in front of the August Wilson home. We had a chance. We're going to show you some images and some clips. We had a chance while we have been here. We took a moment to go see the August Wilson Center, the African American Culture Center. And so but it's more about just other artwork that's being displayed. So we had a chance to see some of that beautiful experience. And then we went to the Andy Warhol Museum this afternoon as well. So this is a nice one tank trip. So I remember for those who might, if I could take you back for those who can remember, I remember watching Fox 8 News, or back then it was just Channel 8 or WJW or whatever network it may have been on at that time. Was it Neil Zurcher? And one tank trips. So I felt like, oh my God, this is like one of the one tank trips. Yes. Remember that? So if you don't, just go with me. Just go with me. And he would just take these trips and go throughout, any place that can get you there in a tank or less. And we got here less than 2 hours. Left the house about 9:30. Got here about 11:30, I think, a little bit before him, and had a great time so far. So we are here actually in town to see a good friend of ours. Yeah, so we're going to go see our friend Ananias Jason Dixon at the Pittsburgh. Angie, was it Pittsburgh Community Theater? Is it the Pittsburgh Community Theater? Oh, Pittsburgh Public. There we go. Ah, there it is right there. There's the image. It's right there. Look. The Pittsburgh Public Theater in their production of Sweat. And so our good actor, friend, colleague is in that. So we just wanted to come hang out. And so we're spending Thanksgiving weekend a little bit to come check him out. So the topic for today is family, right? So we're talking about family. And family can come in all kind of, they can come, doesn't have to necessarily be blood. Family can be the people who you work with, the people who you live with, the people who you have to deal with. Come on, somebody. The people you got to deal with. Come in all shapes and sizes. And I don't always have the family. So, but it's a little different. You know, we all have our ups and downs with our moments. Still love them. Still love them. You know, you may not always talk to them. Still love them. Have respect and love for them. But what's your definition of family? I'm curious to know. What is your definition of family? So let's go. So we're going to go real quick. Let's see if we can get somebody to join us on the live and see if I can get somebody to share with us their definition of family. And in between, I'm going to show you some images from both the Aldous Wilson Center and from the Andy Warhol Museum. I'm going to show you some images in between all that. All right. All right, so welcome back. So hopefully you had a chance to enjoy some of the video, some of the pictures and the clips I was able to show you from well, some of the things that we, the museum that we saw today. A little later on, we're going to again go see our friend Ananias in this play right there called Sweat at the Pittsburgh Public Theater. Yeah, it should be cool. So I went on Facebook Live, put the call out. I had a few people join us, but no one wanted to comment. Nobody wanted to talk about family. Interesting. So I don't know if that's a good thing or that's an interesting conversation because no one wanted to comment, whether they wanted to say anything live or they wanted to post any comments about what the definition of family is. I don't know how I can define that. Know that family can be, people who you look up to, you look out for, you go to, take care of them, reach out to them. From your perspective, reach out to your family, check on them. There might be somebody in your family you can check on. If you haven't talked with somebody in a while, and if they ever cross your mind, call them. Don't wait until after the fact and they're gone. Be like, oh, I should have called. I should have. If they cross your mind, pick up the phone, call. You have opportunity to stop by, stop by. Get them a message, get them a message. It's always good to be around some good people, whether it's the people you actually were born and raised with, maybe your coworkers, maybe, sometimes we call our theater family, folks we work with, some of your coworkers. So whatever your circle is, what was that one phone company? Was it your top five? What was that? That Verizon? I was looking at my son like, I'm like, but whatever that phone company was, what I'm talking about. They used that thing was like about your top five. So go through your top five, holler at your people. Even if they don't holler back, you can do your part. I reached out to somebody this morning, like, hey, let me just reach out and say, hey, didn't answer, but I made the attempt. It's all about just making the attempt and making those connections with some folks. It's good. You don't have to sit at home. Look, depression is real. For some, depression is real. And what you don't want to do is end up in a place where you're always by yourself. Now, if you got to be alone, you just need a moment to be alone. Be alone. But, it's okay to be around people. Talk to folks. You never know that what you're going through, somebody else is going through a very similar situation. I talked to some friends who are like family, and they've been through what I'm going through now with my parents. So it's good to talk to some other folks. Speaking of parents, praise report. So my mom is doing okay. She's, doing well. Matter of fact, she was fussing at me the other day because she's like, excuse you, where are your videos? I haven't seen a video blog in a minute. So, all right, here you go, mama. Still, pray for my dad. It's just, I did get the phone call saying that, well, Mr. Brown, we're going to have to move your dad to what they call comfort palliative care. So I'm glad I got some friends, some family who can reach out to kind of help me process this. It's been taking a lot for me to process the palliative and comfort care for my dad. But let him tell it, no regrets. He has no regrets about life. And he's good. He really is, at the end of the day, he's good about what's happened or what has happened or what is happening. And, he's okay with it. All right. Well, I think that's about all I got. Thank you again for tuning in. Always, like I said, hit that subscribe button down there. Hit that thumbs up button. Share this. Wasn't a whole lot today. I hope you like some of the images we had to show for you today. I'm about to get up out of here. For more about what we do, how we do, when we do, go to my website at www.aharrisbrown.com. I did find out that, yes, we are going to make the commitment and we're going to do this one-man show. It is entitled When Time Flies When You're Alive. I think that's what it's called. When time flies when you're alive. And it is based on an HBO movie about a gentleman who I'm playing with some string, and that's why you keep seeing me looking down. So let me put it down. It's about a gentleman who is taking care of his ailing wife who dies to cancer, and it talks about all the highs and lows that he is going through. So, for some, it could be very therapeutic because I'm quite sure there are those who have had loved ones who have passed away due to cancer, and you had to be that caregiver. Yeah, so it's getting close to home. This play is hitting close to home, so we'll start going into production and rehearsal for that. I think sometime late January, February. Then I also was asked to assist and direct another show at Aurora Community Theater, Driving Miss Daisy. So we're gonna check that out. Then I was asked also just recently to help with some audio visual for, I guess you could say, a mega church here in Cleveland. Pretty big church. They asked me to be part of the audio visual media team. So that sounds like work. They said, yeah, but you got some skill, and we think you can help us take it, advance the mission and the ministry and through the audio visual and the sound. Okay, so we're gonna see what that was all about. Hey, for those
Uber Eats,
okay, well, check it out. Order me a salad. Listen, talking about family, tell them to order me a salad. Hey, for those who are interested for the Cleveland School of the Arts, we will be starting getting ready for auditions real soon. Well, not soon, but it could be in February. So for more information, for that, go to clevelandschoolofthearts.org. So if you're interested in that, I think I'm going to do a shameless plug for them. So yeah, I don't have a flyer, so don't need me trying to show you anything. Let me see, do I have anything? Hey, it's time again for the holidays and all that kind of good stuff. I'm not talking about not that other post I put up on my Facebook or Instagram. But no, so I go back to my Cleveland Council of Black Colleges. So if you're watching this by time, if I can get this up in time, November 28th, #Giving Tuesday. Or just for the holidays, if you're watching this, or anytime, whatever holiday it may be. So we are always raising dollars and funds to support kids get to and through to college. So if you would love to give us make a donation to our charity, to our program, so there's information about it, and show some love. Help us help some student get to and through to college. Help us out. I always close it and I have these long announcements afterwards. Y'all notice that? Let me get up out of here. Hey, as always, shoot for the moon if you miss. You'll always be amongst the stars. Make time and take time for what another look has to offer. Know that there is always a better way at life if you just take a moment to take advantage of it. Until next time, see you later and bye-bye.